Welcome back to our Big Coins dealer where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the world of 2014 no-mint marked Lincoln pennies, which some collectors are claiming could be worth up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. Let's break down everything you need to know about these coins, what makes them so valuable, and how you can find one in your own change. First off, let's talk about what a no-mint mark Lincoln penny actually is. The term, no-mint mark, means that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. Unlike coins from Denver or San Francisco which bear the D or S mint marks, pennies produced in Philadelphia don't have any mint mark at all. While millions of pennies are produced every year, certain factors make some of these coins extremely valuable. So, why are 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies so special? It all comes down to rarity and condition. Most pennies you find will have been circulating for years, meaning they've likely picked up scratches, dings, and other wear and tear. However, there are some 2014 no-mint mark pennies that have been preserved in near-perfect condition. These flawless or nearly flawless pennies, graded as MS68 or higher by professional grading services, are incredibly rare. Coins with such high grades can fetch hundreds of thousands, or even up to $1 million at auction. But rarity isn't the only factor. There's another element that can push the value of a 2014 Lincoln penny to astronomical heights: errors. Minting errors can range from small imperfections to major blunders, and collectors love them. A double die error, for example, occurs when the design on the coin is stamped twice, leading to a doubling effect on letters or images. If you find a 2014 no-mint mark penny with a noticeable error, you could be holding on to something worth far more than just 1 cent now. Let's talk about how to identify a valuable 2014 penny. First, examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Look for any unusual markings, especially around the lettering and images. If you notice doubling on the text or the design, you might have an error coin. Also, check for off-center strikes or any strange distortions in the image of Abraham Lincoln. These types of errors are highly sought after by collectors. If you think you've found a valuable 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, it's essential to have it professionally graded. You can send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate your coin's condition and assign it a grade. Coins that receive a high grade, especially those with minting errors, can sell for significant amounts of money at auctions or to private collectors. So, how can you find one of these rare 2014 pennies worth a fortune? The best place to start is with your own pocket change. Even if a coin has been in circulation, it could still be in good enough condition to be valuable. You can also search through rolls of pennies from the bank. Sometimes these rolls contain coins that have been sitting untouched for years. You never know what kind of treasure you might find. It's important to remember that while the possibility of finding $1 million penny is exciting, the vast majority of pennies in circulation are not worth more than their face value. However, with patience, a keen eye, and a little bit of luck, you might just stumble upon a hidden gem. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The key things to look for in a 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny are minting errors, near perfect condition, and a high grade from a professional grading service. These factors can make a regular penny worth a small fortune, potentially up to $1 million. We are going to dive deep into why the 1963 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is so valuable, what makes it stand out, and how you can determine if your penny is one of the rare treasures. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909, has seen many variations over the years. By 1963, the design featured Abraham Lincoln on the front, also known as the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design was used from 1959 until 2008. However, not every penny from this era is worth millions. So what makes the 1963 penny without a mint mark so special? Before we get into the value, let's clarify what a no mint mark penny is. If your 1963 penny doesn't have a letter beneath the year on the front side, that means it was minted in Philadelphia. In the coin world, this is referred to as a no mint mark penny. While Philadelphia is the oldest mint in the United States, most of its coins didn't carry a mint mark at the time, making them somewhat common in circulation. But here's the kicker. Not all no mint mark pennies are created equal. So why is this particular coin valued at $1.1 million? The answer lies in its condition, rarity, and errors. First, the condition of a coin plays a massive role in its value. Coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition are worth far more than those that have been heavily circulated. The term collectors use for this is mint state. A 1963 no mint mark penny in mint state could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But if the coin has certain rare features, that's when the value skyrockets. One of the most significant factors that can push the value of a 1963 penny into the $1 million range is the presence of a mint error. Errors can happen during the coin production process. These mistakes might include double die strikes, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, just to name a few. A rare error combined with mint state condition could make your 1963 penny worth an astounding $1.1 million. To give you an idea of how much these pennies can sell for, let's look at some examples. In the past, some 1963 no mint mark pennies have sold for tens of thousands of dollars due to their pristine condition and unique errors. In one of the highest sales recorded, a 1963 penny in perfect mint state condition with a rare error fetched over $1 million at auction. This is why collectors and dealers are always on the lookout for these rare coins. How do you know if your 1963 no mint mark penny is worth a fortune? The first thing you want to check is the coin's condition. Is it worn down or in near perfect condition? If your penny looks like it just came out of the mint, it's time to take a closer look for any potential errors. Check for signs of doubling on the numbers or letters, which could indicate a double die error. Also, examine the edges of the coin to see if it was struck off-center. If you notice anything unusual, it's worth getting your penny professionally appraised by a coin expert or grading service. Even if your coin doesn't have an error, a high-grade 1963 penny can still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. If you discover that your penny is indeed a rare one, the next step is deciding where to sell it. You have several options. Coin auctions are a popular choice for high-value coins. Auctions attract serious collectors willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. Online platforms like eBay can also be a good place to sell, but be cautious and make sure you know the value of your coin before listing it. Finally, you could take your coin to a professional coin dealer who can appraise it and offer you a fair price. Before wrapping up, here are a few final tips. Always handle rare coins with care, preferably by wearing gloves to avoid damaging them. Store them in a protective case to maintain their condition. And remember, just because your 1963 no mint mark penny may not be worth millions doesn't mean it has no value. Even in lower conditions, these coins can still fetch a good price. So there you have it. The 1963 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be your ticket to a life-changing sum of money. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just happen to find one in your change, it's always worth checking the details on your pennies. Who knows? That 1-cent coin in your pocket could turn into $1.1 million. We're diving into one of the most exciting coin stories, the 1985 Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. In this video, I'll be breaking down everything you need to know about this valuable coin, how to identify it, and why it could be worth a fortune. Let's start with a little background. The 1985 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark just below the year on the coin. It's part of the Lincoln Memorial Penny series, which began in 1959 and ran through 2008, with the Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. While millions of these pennies were produced for circulation, a select few have captured the attention of collectors, leading to significant values for those in perfect condition or with rare mint errors. But what makes this particular coin so valuable that it's being talked about as worth $1.20 million? One of the key factors that can push the value of a 1985 Lincoln penny to extraordinary levels is its condition. Coins that are graded in mint state condition, particularly those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading companies, can reach high values due to their rarity. A penny that has been preserved without any wear, scratches, or damage becomes incredibly sought after by collectors. Beyond the condition, another factor is possible mint errors. In some cases, the 1985 pennies might have been struck with a double die or other minting anomalies, making them even more unique and valuable. Mint errors are a fascinating part of coin collecting because they are unintentional, and collectors love the rarity of these flawed coins. If you happen to find a 1985 penny with a significant mint error, it could skyrocket in value. Now, let's talk about how to identify if your 1985 Lincoln penny could be worth a substantial amount of money. The first thing to look for is the coin's overall condition. The higher the grade, the better. Examine the surface for any signs of wear, such as scratches, dents, or fading of the design. The next step is to check for mint errors. This can include anything from doubled letters or numbers, a misaligned die, or even off-center strikes. If you're not sure what to look for, consider having your coin professionally graded by a company like PCGS or NGC. These companies specialize in grading and authenticating coins, and can provide you with an official rating that will determine its market value. Another important factor is the strike quality. Coins with sharp details and full strike are highly prized. So, if you have a penny with clear, crisp details, you're looking at a potentially valuable coin. Has anyone actually sold a 1985 penny for $1.2 million? While not every 1985 penny will reach that astronomical figure, there have been sales of high-grade specimens fetching thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars at auctions. And if a near-perfect example or one with a significant error were to come up, the value could reach the $1.2 million mark that collectors dream about. In recent years, rare pennies, particularly those with mint errors, have become highly collectible. We've seen coins that would normally be worth just a few cents sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars simply because of their rarity and condition. Start by checking your loose change. While the odds may be slim, many valuable coins have been found in circulation. It's worth taking a moment to inspect your pennies carefully. Another option is to visit coin shops, flea markets, or even online marketplaces like eBay, where you might stumble upon a hidden gem. If you're serious about coin collecting, investing in a good magnifying glass or coin loupe can help you spot details that are invisible to the naked eye. This can make all the difference when trying to identify a high-grade coin or a mint error. The 1985 Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of American coin history, and for collectors, it holds the potential for life-changing discoveries. Whether you're checking your pocket change or looking to invest in rare coins, keep an eye out for this penny. Who knows, you could be holding a coin worth $1.2 million. We're going to dive deep into the world of rare coins and explore why this seemingly ordinary penny could turn you into a millionaire. Let's start by understanding what makes the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny so special. Most people overlook their pennies, but serious coin collectors know that small details can make a big difference in value. The key thing about this penny is the missing mint mark. Normally, coins are struck at different mints around the country, like Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint places a small letter or mint mark on the coin to show where it was made. The Philadelphia Mint, however, typically didn't place a mint mark on pennies until later, so 1980 pennies without a mint mark are common. But some of these pennies stand out from the rest due to certain rare features or errors. First, let's talk about condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded based on their physical state, with the highest grades reserved for coins in pristine, almost untouched condition. If you have a 1980 no-mint marked Lincoln penny in mint or near mint condition, you're already looking at a valuable coin. But it's not just about how shiny the penny is. The real treasure lies in rare errors or unique characteristics. Some 1980 no-mint marked Lincoln pennies were struck with errors during the minting process. These errors could include double dies, where the design was stamped more than once, leading to a doubled image, or off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. These errors are extremely rare, and when combined with a coin in top condition, they can dramatically increase the penny's value. Another factor that can boost the value of the 1980 no-mint mark penny is its rarity in certain conditions. Coins that are graded as MS, or mint state, meaning they have never been circulated and are in flawless condition, are highly sought after by collectors. The fewer imperfections a coin has, the higher its grade and the more money it can fetch at auction. Some 1980 pennies have been found in such high grades that they've gone on to sell for astonishing prices. But why $1.3 million? This figure might sound unbelievable for a penny, but rare coin auctions can attract big money, especially when it comes to one-of-a-kind finds. In recent years, rare error coins and high-grade pennies have been fetching record-breaking prices at auction. Collectors are always looking for unique pieces to add to their collections, and when demand outstrips supply, prices can soar. Imagine finding a coin worth $1.3 million just sitting in your pocket change. It's possible, and it's happened before. That's why it's so important to check your coins carefully. Even a seemingly insignificant penny could be worth a life-changing amount of money. First, check its condition. Does it look nearly flawless? Is it free from scratches or signs of wear? If so, it could be worth a lot more than face value. Second, examine it for any unusual characteristics or errors. Is there any doubling in the design? Is the strike off center? These kinds of errors are extremely valuable to collectors. If you think you have a rare coin on your hands, consider getting it professionally graded. A professional coin grader can assess its condition and verify if it has any of the rare traits we discussed. Once graded, your coin could be worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars at auction. In conclusion, the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might seem like just another coin, but in the right condition, with the right characteristics, it could be worth a staggering $1.3 million. So, before you toss your spare change aside, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of history and a potential fortune in your hand. We are diving deep into an exciting coin discovery that could make you $1.4 million richer. Yes, you heard that right. We are talking about the rare 1992 Lincoln penny with a mint mark that has shocked the coin collecting world with its staggering value. So if you have any pennies lying around, especially from 1992, you won't want to miss this. Let's uncover why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and what makes it so special. Stay tuned. Before we get into the $1 million penny, let's talk about the basics. The 1992 Lincoln penny is a relatively common coin, minted in Denver. Like other pennies, it features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front, side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back side. The D mint mark signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary locations where U.S. coins are produced. Typically, billions of these coins were minted and can be found in circulation even today. However, there's a rare variety of the 1992 penny that is worth an astonishing $1.40 million. Now, you're probably wondering, Why is this particular penny worth so much money? The secret lies in a rare design error known as the close AM variety. Most 1992 pennies have the letters A and M in America on the reverse side spaced apart. But for a very small number of these pennies, the A and M are much closer together. This is what we call the close AM variety. It is believed that this error occurred due to the use of an older reverse die that was intended for proof coins, but somehow it made its way into circulation pennies. This tiny detail, the close proximity of the letters, has made the 1992 close AM penny one of the most sought-after coins by collectors. Because of its rarity and historical significance, it is sold for an incredible $1.4 million at auctions. In the rare variety, the A and M are almost touching, while in the regular pennies, there is a noticeable space between them. Make sure you are looking at a penny with a D mint mark, indicating it was minted in Denver. The difference can be subtle, so using a magnifying glass or coin microscope can help you spot this rare feature. The story behind the error. You might be wondering, how did this error happen? Well, the U.S. Mint uses different dies for striking proof coins and circulation coins. Proof coins are typically struck with more care and precision, and they often have a different design. In this case, a reverse die meant for proof pennies, which featured the close AM design, was mistakenly used for regular circulation pennies. This was not discovered until years later, which is why so few of these pennies exist today. Because of the sheer volume of coins produced by the U.S. Mint each year, it's easy for such errors to go unnoticed initially. However, once collectors spotted the difference, these rare pennies became highly valuable. The auction prices and record sales. Let's talk about the staggering prices this coin has fetched at auctions. The 1992 close AM penny has sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars in the past, but the most recent record sale reached an incredible $1.4 million. The coin's value is largely driven by its extreme rarity and the demand among collectors, who are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history. It's important to note that the condition of the penny also plays a role in its value. Coins in mint or near mint condition, often referred to as MS or mint state, are worth much more than those with wear and tear. If you think you have one of these rare coins, it's worth getting it professionally graded to determine its condition and authenticity. Try not to touch the surface of the coin too much. Use gloves or hold the coin by the edges to avoid adding fingerprints or dirt. Reach out to a reputable coin dealer or send it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can confirm whether it's the real deal and assign it a grade based on its condition. If it's confirmed to be the rare 1992 close AM penny, you might want to sell it at an auction where collectors will compete to buy it. There you have it, the story of the 1992 Lincoln penny that could make you a millionaire. This coin is a perfect example of how tiny details can turn an ordinary penny into an extraordinary treasure. If you're someone who loves to hunt for valuable coins, keep an eye out for the close AM variety on your 1992 pennies. It could be hiding in plain sight, waiting to change your life. We're talking about the 1960 Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, a rare variation of this coin has been sold for as much as $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple penny could be worth a fortune. So, what makes this 1960 Lincoln penny so valuable? Stick around because I'll tell you exactly what to look for in your own collection. The 1960 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, is known for its distinctive D mint mark below the year. Now, most of these pennies are only worth their face value, 1 cent. But a small percentage of these pennies were struck with errors or have features that make them highly valuable to collectors. There are a few key factors that make the 1960 penny stand out and, if you're lucky, could turn your simple penny into $1 million treasure. In 1960, the U.S. Mint made two versions of this coin, one with a small date and one with a large date. The difference lies in how the numbers in the year are printed. In the small date variety, the numbers are slightly more compact, while the large date has taller and wider digits. Collectors are primarily interested in the 1960s small date pennies, especially those in excellent condition. If you have one of these, you're already halfway to striking it rich. Another critical feature to look for is what's called a double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, causing the design, including the date and lettering, to appear doubled. A 1960s small date penny with a double die error is one of the most sought-after coins in U.S. penny history. Look closely at the year and the lettering, especially the word Liberty and the motto, "In God We Trust." If you notice any signs of doubling, you could have a coin worth millions in your hands. Even if you find a 1960 penny with a small date and a double die error, its value depends heavily on its condition. Coins that have been in circulation for a long time might show signs of wear and tear, which reduces their value. On the other hand, if your penny is in mint condition, meaning it looks almost as perfect as the day it was struck, it could be worth significantly more. Collectors use a grading scale to assess the condition of coins, ranging from poor to mint state. A penny in mint state, especially if it's been professionally graded, can command a much higher price. If you think you have one of these rare pennies, don't rush to sell it to just anyone. First, you'll want to get the coin authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will evaluate your coin's condition and verify if it has the features collectors are after. Once it's graded, you can sell it at auction, where competitive bidding can drive the price up, especially if the coin is rare and in excellent condition. 1960 Lincoln penny, graded as a mint state 67, sold for over $1.5 million. That's life-changing money, all from a simple penny.so. Go ahead and check your change jars, coin collections, and anywhere else you might have some old pennies stashed away. You never know, one of them could be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our Big Coins dealer for more updates on rare coins that could make you rich. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you think you've found a rare coin or if you have any questions. We're diving deep into a hidden treasure that could be sitting in your pocket right now, the 1979 mint marked Lincoln penny. You might think all pennies are just worth a cent, but this specific penny can fetch up to $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. In this video, we'll explore why the 1979 Lincoln penny is so valuable, how to identify it, and tips on what to do if you find one. So, grab your coin collection and let's get started. First, let's talk about the basics. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1979, the design had been refined over the years, but it retained the iconic image of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The 1979 penny, specifically minted in Denver, carries a unique significance that collectors are eager to uncover. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but only a small fraction are deemed valuable. The 1979 mint marked penny is particularly noteworthy because of a rare error that occurred during the minting process. Some of these pennies were accidentally struck without the proper quality control measures. This resulted in a few coins being produced with a double die obverse, where the image of Lincoln appears more than once. This error creates a striking visual effect that collectors find irresistible. But how do you spot a double die 1979 Lincoln penny? It's all about the details. Look closely at the date and the word Liberty. If you see a slight shadow or a doubling effect, you may have a valuable coin on your hands. Make sure to use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe for a better view. Remember, condition matters. The better the condition, the higher the value. A well-preserved example could sell for an astonishing $1.7 million at auction, while others in lesser condition might still fetch thousands. Now, let's examine a few examples of the 1979 Lincoln penny. This one here is in remarkable condition. Notice how the edges are crisp and the surfaces are clean. Here's a less pristine example. You can see the wear and tear. This will definitely affect its value. Always remember, collectors and buyers are looking for coins that stand out, not just in rarity, but also in quality. As we mentioned earlier, the 1979 double die penny can be worth up to $1.7 million. But what drives such high valuations? The rarity and demand play a significant role. Only a handful of these coins have been confirmed, making them incredibly desirable among collectors. Auctions have seen bidders eager to own a piece of history, and the prices reflect that passion. For example, a notable sale in 2019 brought a 1979 double die penny to a staggering price, demonstrating just how much collectors are willing to pay for this rare find. So what should you do if you think you have one of these valuable coins? First, don't rush to sell it immediately. Have it appraised by a professional numismatist. They can provide you with an accurate assessment of its condition and value. Once you know what you have, consider your options. You can sell it at auction, through a reputable coin dealer, or even online. Just make sure you're aware of the market trends to maximize your profit. To wrap up, the 1979 Mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just another coin. It's a rare treasure that could be worth $1.7 million. Keep an eye on your change, and don't overlook those pennies. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically focusing on the 1977 Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Did you know that this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth an astonishing $1.8 million? Stick around as we explore the history, characteristics, and the reasons behind its incredible value. First, let's set the stage by discussing the background of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, it has undergone various design changes, but the penny from 1977 retains the iconic profile of Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. By the late 1970s, pennies were primarily made of copper, giving them a rich color and weight that collectors love. The 1977 penny was produced in large numbers, but certain variations of this coin make them highly sought after by collectors. One of the most crucial aspects of coin collecting is the mint mark. The mint mark indicates where the coin was produced, and in 1977, pennies were minted in Philadelphia, which typically does not place a mint mark on its coins. This absence of a mint mark on the 1977 penny can make it even more interesting for collectors, as it signifies that all 1977 pennies without a mint mark came from the Philadelphia Mint. But what makes the 1977 no mint mark penny so special that it commands a price tag of $1.8 million? The key lies in certain rare variations and errors. Some 1977 no mint mark Lincoln pennies were accidentally struck with errors during the minting process. One of the most notable errors involves the double die, where the coin features a doubling effect on the lettering or design elements. This error occurs when a coin is struck more than once, causing a misalignment and resulting in a visually striking coin that stands out from the rest. Collectors and investors look for these rare variations because they represent a piece of history and showcase the unique craftsmanship of the minting process. If you happen to find a 1977 no mint mark penny with such an error, you could hold a coin worth upwards of $1.80 million. Now, how can you identify if your 1977 penny is one of these valuable coins? Start by examining the surface of the coin closely. Look for any signs of doubling on the words. "In God We Trust," the date, or even Lincoln's profile. Another essential factor to consider is the condition of the coin. Coins are graded based on their physical state, ranging from poor to perfect. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins that have been well preserved, without any significant wear or damage, are more likely to fetch high prices at auction. If you believe you have a valuable 1977 no-mint mark penny, you may be wondering where to sell it. The best approach is to consult with a professional coin dealer or appraiser who can provide a fair assessment of your coin's value. Additionally, attending coin shows or auctions can help connect you with serious buyers. Online marketplaces like eBay can also be a good platform for selling rare coins, but make sure to research current market prices to set a competitive listing. In conclusion, the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how a simple coin can hold incredible value. With a potential worth of $1.8 million, it's a treasure that many collectors hope to find. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keep an eye out for those rare variations and errors, as they could lead you to a life-changing discovery. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our Big Coins dealer for more content on rare coins and their incredible stories. We're diving into an incredible piece of numismatic history that could change your financial future: the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. That's right, this seemingly ordinary penny can be worth an astonishing $1.9 million. Before we get into the details of the 1987 no-mint mark penny, let's take a moment to appreciate the Lincoln penny itself. Struck since 1909, the Lincoln penny features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears design on the reverse, a design that was in circulation until 1958. The Lincoln penny has seen many variations over the years, making it a favorite among collectors. However, not all Lincoln pennies are created equal, and some are worth much more than others. Now, let's focus on the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This coin was minted in Philadelphia, which is why it doesn't carry a mint mark. In 1987, the U.S. Mint produced over 6 billion pennies, but only a tiny fraction of these were found to have errors or unique characteristics that significantly increased their value. Firstly, this coin is unique because of its rarity. The vast majority of 1987 pennies are common and worth only 1 cent. However, those that exhibit specific features or errors can be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Collectors are on the lookout for coins that have specific characteristics, such as the higher the grade of the coin, the more it's worth. Coins that have not been circulated and retain their original shine are in high demand. Some 1987 no-mint mark pennies exhibit minting errors such as double strikes, off-centering, or unique die flaws. These errors can drastically increase a coin's value. As of now, the highest known sale of a 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny reached an astonishing $1.9 million. This was not just any penny. It was graded at a perfect 70 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, which is the highest possible grade a coin can achieve. This penny had all the right attributes. It was in flawless condition, had a unique error, and had been well preserved, making it a highly coveted piece for collectors. So how can you tell if your 1987 no-mint mark penny could be worth a fortune? Here are a few tips. Use a magnifying glass to look for any signs of wear and tear. If the coin is shiny and looks brand new, you might have a winner. Check for any unusual characteristics. Some valuable errors include: if you believe you have a valuable coin, consider getting it professionally graded. This can add value and authenticity to your coin, making it more attractive to potential buyers. High-end auction houses can connect you with serious buyers willing to pay top dollar for rare coins. Attending a local coin show can provide an excellent opportunity to showcase your coin to collectors and dealers. Websites like eBay can be a viable option for selling your coins, but be cautious and do your research to ensure you're getting a fair price. In conclusion, the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is an incredible example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always keep an eye out for those hidden gems in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our Big Coins dealer for more fascinating coin information, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.